Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 4 Reddit stories for you. Reddit stories that made me question everything. Story 1. My girlfriend wants me to stop drinking at home. So my girlfriend just decided I need to quit drinking at home, and honestly I think she's being completely unreasonable. Let me explain what happened. My girlfriend recently decided to cut down on how much alcohol she drinks. It's not because she has a problem, she just wants to be healthier, which I totally get. She stopped drinking at home and will only drink when we go out for a meal or an event or to a bar. Fair enough, her choice. But then she mentioned to me that she thinks I should do it too. I told her I barely drink at home anyway. I don't drink during the week, and if we're not going out on the weekend, I'll probably just have 2 or 3 beers while watching TV or playing games. That's literally it. She said she thinks I should stop completely at home and only drink when we go out. I asked her why, and she said because she doesn't want alcohol in the house anymore since she's trying to be healthier. I told her that's her decision and I respect it, but I'm not going to change my drinking habits because of her personal choice. I pointed out that I'm not forcing her to drink, I'm not drinking excessively, and I'm not even drinking around her most of the time since I usually have a beer when she's doing other things. She got upset and said I'm not being supportive of her health journey. I said I am being supportive by not drinking around her and not pressuring her to drink, but I'm not going to completely change my lifestyle because she changed hers. She's been giving me the cold shoulder for the past few days and keeps making comments about how I'm choosing alcohol over supporting her. But here's the thing, I literally have maybe 6 beers a week maximum, usually less. I'm not an alcoholic, I don't get drunk, I just enjoy having a beer or 2 while I relax. I feel like she's being controlling and trying to make her personal decision become my decision too. I've been nothing but supportive of her choice to drink less, but apparently that's not enough. She wants me to make the exact same choice she did. I think there's a big difference between being supportive and being forced to live exactly the same lifestyle as your partner. What would you have done in this situation? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. My aunt expects me to take her 70-pound dog. My 70-year-old aunt just announced she's dumping her dog on me, and I honestly don't know what to do. So here's what happened. My aunt adopted a husky puppy about 4 years ago. Last winter around late November, she fell and broke her ankle, so I started walking her dog for her. It was actually good for me to get out and I like playing with the dog, so no big deal. But then on Monday, she announced that she was going to move to a senior living complex. Apparently her new apartment doesn't allow dogs over a certain weight, so she can't take the husky with her. She suggested that since I already get along with her dog, should just take him. Just like that. No asking, just telling me I should take this 70-pound husky. Now don't get me wrong, I like the dog, but I live in a small apartment and work full-time. A husky needs tons of exercise and space to run around. I told her I can't take the dog because of my living situation and work schedule. She got upset and said she thought I cared about the dog since I'd been walking him. I do care about him, but caring about a dog and being able to properly care for a large, high-energy breed are 2 completely different things. I suggested she look into rehoming services or maybe ask other family members who have houses with yards. She said everyone else has excuses and that I'm the only one who's shown interest in the dog. But walking a dog occasionally is not the same as committing to owning one for the next several years. She's been laying on the guilt thick, saying things like the dog will end up in a shelter and it'll be my fault. She keeps saying I led her on by helping out when she was injured. But I was just being a good niece and helping family. I never said I wanted to adopt her dog permanently. The whole situation is making me feel terrible because I do love the dog, but I know I can't give him the life he deserves in my tiny apartment. Plus, I never planned on getting a pet right now. I'm barely managing my own expenses, and adding a large dog would be a huge financial burden. Am I wrong for refusing to take responsibility for her poor planning? Story 3. I joined Bible study as an atheist and now everyone's mad. So I'm an atheist who joined a Christian Bible study group and apparently I've caused a massive controversy. Let me explain how this whole mess started. I'm a freshman at a small engineering college in the US where community is a really big thing. I have this friend Jay who's a devout Christian. He's a bit annoying sometimes but he's smart and a good person overall. I asked him if I could join a Bible study group, so he brought me along to a group he'd been going to. Now here's the thing, I thought that just because I don't believe in God or Christianity doesn't mean I can't learn about it or participate in discussions about it. I mean, I study physics even though I'm not planning to be a physicist, right? I was genuinely curious about the religious perspective and wanted to understand it better. At first, everything seemed fine. I participated in discussions, asked thoughtful questions, and tried to be respectful even when I disagreed with certain interpretations. I never hid the fact that I was questioning faith or that I had doubts. I thought they appreciated having someone who could offer a different perspective on the texts we were reading. But apparently, some people in the group started getting uncomfortable. They felt like I was being disingenuous by participating when I don't actually believe. Someone complained to the group leader that I was asking too many challenging questions and that it was disrupting the spiritual atmosphere they were trying to create. The group leader pulled me aside and basically told me that while they appreciated my interest, they felt like the group was meant for people who were genuinely seeking faith or already had it. They said my questions were making some members doubt their own beliefs, which wasn't the purpose of the study. Jay defended me at first, saying that questioning is part of faith and that I was being respectful. But then more people started complaining, saying I was there under false pretenses and that I was treating their beliefs like an academic exercise rather than a spiritual journey. Now there's this whole drama where half the group thinks I should leave and the other half thinks I should be allowed to stay. Jay is caught in the middle and feels bad for bringing me in the first place. I genuinely didn't think I was doing anything wrong. I was honest about my doubts, respectful in my questions, and actually learned a lot about Christianity that I never knew before. But now I'm wondering if I was wrong to join in the first place. Was I being disrespectful to their beliefs by participating as a non-believer? Story 4. I told my daughter I'm disgusted by her and I don't know if I'm wrong. I just told my daughter I'm disgusted by her and now I'm questioning everything I thought I knew about right and wrong. This situation is so complicated, so let me break it down. My daughter and her ex Ryan are both 26 now. When they were 18, my daughter got pregnant. They got an apartment together and started raising their little family. They never got married, but Ryan's family pressured them to do it constantly. Multiple times I heard them say those two need to stop living in sin. The real drama started a year ago when Ryan was caught cheating, and it turns out he's gay. The breakup was extremely messy, and in the end, the courts gave my daughter full custody of their child. Ryan gets supervised visits because of some issues that came up during the custody battle. Now here's where it gets complicated. Ryan's family had completely cut him off when they found out he was gay. We're talking about very religious, conservative people who basically disowned their own son. It was heartbreaking to watch, honestly. Ryan was devastated, not just about losing his family, but about not being able to give his child the extended family he'd grown up with. So my daughter, despite everything that happened between them, started taking their kid to visit Ryan's parents and siblings without telling Ryan. She'd drop the child off for afternoons or bring them to family gatherings on Ryan's side. I thought this was actually really mature of her, putting her child's relationship with their paternal family above her own hurt feelings. But then I found out the real reason she was doing this. She confessed to me that she was hoping if she kept bringing the child around, Ryan's family would eventually accept Ryan back into their lives. She thought she could somehow fix their relationship by showing them their grandchild. But here's the kicker, she's been lying to Ryan about this whole thing. He has no idea his child is spending time with his family. She's been telling him the kid is at daycare or with friends during these visits. When I found out about the deception, I confronted her about it. She broke down and admitted she's been doing this for months. She said she thought she was doing the right thing for everyone involved, but she was scared to tell Ryan because she didn't want to get his hopes up if it didn't work out. I told her I was disgusted by her behavior. Not because she was facilitating the relationship between the child and Ryan's family, but because she was lying to Ryan about it and manipulating the situation. That's when I made the decision to tell Ryan what was happening. Now everyone's mad at me. My daughter says I betrayed her trust and ruined her plan to help Ryan's family accept him. Ryan is angry that this was happening behind his back but also conflicted because he's grateful his child was getting to know his family. And Ryan's family is upset that their secret visits are now out in the open. Did I do the right thing by telling Ryan the truth? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.